How's it going, guys? I am gonna work on a pretty exciting project today. The sun is definitely not my friend right now, right in my eyeballs, but I was sent a package. It's from Amazon. It's from this company called Pop Soap, and it is a solar powered pond pump. So I'm gonna try it out. We've actually been wanting to install a little pond back here in this area. This is in between the shed and the chicken coop. So I went to Lowe's and I picked up this plastic tub. This is a 26-inch in diameter and 7-inch deep, 9-gallon all-weather pond. And so I'm gonna dig a hole and I'm gonna bury this guy right about to where the lip is in the ground, right back here between these two birch trees. That's the plan. And I picked up a couple pond plants. This first one here, this is a corkscrew rush. We have a couple of these, and this one doesn't mind being in some water. Then after that, I picked up a calla lily, and this one has like just soft little hues of pink and white. And then I also picked up an umbrella plant. I've never grown one of these before. It says that it's pretty good for high moisture, and so this one I'll fully submerge. And I bought a pond basket for these to go in, so that way soil and stuff doesn't get out. And then this will just sit in here just like this. And then we'll have the pond pump inside the center of this, shooting some water out. And then I also have a whole bunch of plants to get planted behind it. Yeah. So I'm gonna just start by digging this hole. Okay, so I think it's gonna go right about here. And I know the ground's not level, so I'll have to make it level underneath this. But this gives me just a general idea of how big I need to make this hole. I'm just gonna kind of mark up the ground a tad bit. I'm pretty much gonna dig that circle out right there. The ground that's here is rock hard. This actually used to be a driveway at one point. We've found so many like random car parts back here and all kinds of like little odds and ends, and there's tons of gravel. So it's really hard to get much to grow back here. All right, I'm just gonna go a tad bit bigger. I think it's gonna be deep enough though. Whew, that is perfect. Oh man, this is gonna be so exciting. Okay, so let me show you underneath what I did. Okay, so I dug down here and it's pretty deep. And then I took a ledge right here, and that is gonna take in for account that ledge there. So the inside hole here is the diameter of the inside there, and then I left about 1.5 inches of a ledge here to cover for the edge of that pond. So that way it's sunk down and it's almost flat. So now I'm just gonna bury this in the ground. I would normally go in with some kind of sand or something, but you guys can see there's so much rock in here, and this is so compacted from it being a driveway at one point that I'm not even gonna worry about it. Also, this might not be permanent. So we'll see. You know, I'm just kind of doing it on a whim because that solar thing came and we've been wanting something back here. So this is going to be just like that, and I'm not going to put any type of base down. Normally you'd put like a sand or a gravel. That way it doesn't settle and move on you, but I'm not that worried about it. So now I'm going to just pop that guy in there and then fill it up with water and get the pond in, the solar panel. And I somehow have to get the solar panel somewhere over here or something where it's going to get a lot more sun because this area is pretty shaded. So this is the solar panel, and it has a little plug right here on the top with a twist on to make it waterproof. And then this is the pump, and you plug this guy into here like so. And there's no battery backup on this solar panel, so it does need to be in the sun in order for it to work. I've already tested it out. And then it comes like this, and then it comes with all these different little attachments. This one here I recommend. This has a little nozzle on here that you can twist, and that allows more or less water to come through the fountain. I want something that's like a very small little trickle. So this is gonna go on here like that. And then this one creates a little fan, and I want less water, so I'm gonna turn it to about halfway, maybe a little less than halfway. This goes on like that. We're gonna submerge this into the pond. There's no on-off switch, so this just kind of works as it is. I'm gonna go set this over here in the sun, just so you guys can see how it's gonna work. Maybe a little bit more water out of this. So I have it on a pretty low setting, so that way it's just a light little trickle coming out of here. But there's a lot of pressure that does come out of this. I mean, I could even just leave the nozzle off, and that actually creates pretty nice sound actually back here, huh? So this is just to help with a little bit of moving water. Let me show you guys the other ones that it has, the other nozzles. They're kind of intense. I'm gonna get soaking wet. So this first one right here, this is like or the second one here, this is like a spray one. Both of these are actually sprays. This is little fine lines of water that come out, and then this is more like straight streams. I really like it without the nozzle, but let me show you guys what these do. Oh God, I'm gonna get soaking wet. So the reason I'm putting this one in here though too is because it does come with a filter, and it comes with little replacement filters. So that's why I also feel comfortable putting some plants in here. I'm gonna get so wet. I'm gonna turn it down first. Oh, okay, so that's one of them. And then this one is really intense. So if I had a bigger pond, that one would be great, but I don't. So this will just drain the pond completely. So obviously I'm not gonna use this one. Ah! So I'm gonna probably go without any of these attachments on here. I like the soft little trickle. It doesn't need to be intense, but I like the sound of the moving water in here. And it's nice that it's tucked back here. It's like hidden. We have water features we have water in 3 places up at the very front of our property and nothing back here. So to walk back here and kind of have a little surprise would be really, really cool. So now I'm just gonna submerge some of these pond plants in the ground here. I didn't find any that I really wanted. I wanted some that floated across the top, but the local nurseries, to me, nobody had anything. We went to 2 different places. They said maybe in about 2 months, so I'll add some then. And the solar panel does come with 2 attachments. So it comes with one that you can put in here just like this, and this is a landscape stake, so you can put it directly in the ground. I can leave it right there as is. Or this piece that you can screw these to a fence or to a wall or anything like that. I'm probably gonna screw it somewhere over here, maybe even on the roof of the chicken coop. But the solar panel slides onto there, and then you can adjust it however you need, and this little twist locks that in place just like that. So then it can't move, and it's exactly how you want the solar panel to be. Okay, so this first one is this umbrella plant, and I'm sure that I'm doing something wrong. I've never had a pond before. But I'm gonna submerge this basket down in here. I think somebody told me something about needing like pond soil or something, but obviously we're not doing that. I'm just gonna use regular old soil that it comes with. Okay, so I've got a rock I'm gonna weigh this down with. Doesn't want to stay. Okay, so I obviously have no clue what I'm doing. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and fill this up a little ways. This is that mixture from, this is the soil that came from the hole right here. Just gonna kind of pack it in. I figure it's a little bit sandy and like gritty, so less of it'll float away that way. Okay, so I've got some of that in there, and then I'm gonna top it with rocks from the driveway. I'm gonna submerge this now. All right, so now the plan is to mount up the solar panel. I gotta find a spot that it's fine at. I really think somewhere right here, because this is gonna get the most sun, is right up against this coop. It's not really ideally where I'd want it, because now you're gonna see it when you walk into the chicken coop, but I think that this might be my best bet, is to have it up against this side here. The second that you start blocking any panels, because there's no battery backup, the pond pump will turn off. So giving it as much sun as possible is really important. Even if you block just 3 of them, the power greatly reduces from the pond. So I need to find somewhere that this is gonna get like full sun, as much sun as possible. All right guys, so now I'm gonna take this panel. I decided I'm gonna put it on the roof of the chicken coop. I've got a 2x4 right here for the structure, and this is gonna go on here. That way this is never gonna be obstructed, and it's less likely that I will see it and be annoyed. So I'm gonna pop this here. Perfect. And then slide this solar panel just like that. And then I'm gonna tighten that up. Okay, and that's not gonna go anywhere. So then I just gotta run this cord. Let me get off here. Let me get back up here. Now let me get off here. All right guys, so the pond is in. Did the gravel in there. I've got 3 plants in there. This is really nice. It'll eventually continue to fill over. I do want to get a piece of slate or something to put across here to maybe hide that a little bit more. And I do have some plants that I'm going to plant around the edge of this to try to mask more of this plastic. I really don't like the way that that looks. That's going to be a different day. So that is in. The wire runs through these heuchera. You can see it comes over the edge there. It goes this way, and it shoots here, and it goes up the chicken coop, and there's the solar panel. And I don't even think I'm gonna even notice that really. So that's really, really nice. And it feels so magical now. I can sit right back here, and look at that, a little bit of water. So that is really cool. We come back here pretty often, so to have the sound of water sitting here. We have dahlias that grow just like this. They get about this tall right there on those lattice, and then have this rose climbing up. This is really going to feel like a little magical spot. And then I do have a grass, a penstemon, black stockings. I don't know. We already know that I can never remember what it's called if you saw the video with Jamie. But that is dead. It dies every year. It's just an annual. And I will pick up another one and I'll plant it there, and it's going to fill up this entire area right here. So that is so exciting. It'll be really beautiful, and I can't wait to get the rest of the plants around the pond that I have for this area. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. I think it's going to be really nice. I'm sitting on the bench right now as it is. I will put the link to this item in the description down below. Just hit the more button, and then it's going to ask you to hit more again. I don't know why it does that. So it'll be down there. I can't quite say that I recommend it because it's only been in for a few minutes. So, you know, do your own research, but this is my experience with it. I am very happy with how that turned out, and it's really nice sitting back here now having the sound of water. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks for coming along with me today on this project. It was really exciting, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.